Shalom, everybody. I really miss our being together, and I'm trying to overcome our physical separation by sending out these videos. We'll be sending them once a week in the Scoop, and I'm going to offer some words of Torah in them. And I'll begin by talking about our Parashat Vayikra. It's the first parasha in Sefer Vayikra, in the book of Leviticus, and I just want to say some general words about Leviticus and its meaning for us today. It's hard to believe today is Rosh Chodesh Nisan. It's just 15 short days from the beginning of Pesach, and in the future I'll be talking quite a lot about Pesach. But again, today I want to talk with you about the book of Leviticus and what it might have to teach us. There's a misunderstanding, I think, about the Torah's account of creation. It's pretty widespread. Many people think that the Torah is describing the creation of something out of nothing. But in fact, what's closer to the truth is the Torah's description in the first chapter of Genesis is about imposing order onto chaos, creating a sense of stability, structure, and order in the midst of chaos. In the Torah and in the Hebrew Bible, generally the symbol of disorder and chaos is the Leviathan, the Leviathan, the sea monster, which appears several times throughout the Tanakh. Particularly in the book of Psalms, the book of Isaiah. It represents primordial instability and chaos, and there's constantly an effort by God to suppress this disorder by defeating the serpent. Isaiah refers to a future time in which the disorder of the serpent will be defeated when the Messiah comes in a future time. But in a sense, we just need to go back to the account of the first chapter of Genesis to get a sense of our tradition's take on the importance of stability and order. Because in that first chapter, we have the separation, the relentless separation between light from darkness, sea from dry land, day from night, and then, of course, the holy time of Shabbat from the mundane time of the regular week. So right there, we have a sense of creating stability, structure, and order out of chaos. Now, what does this have to do with the book of Leviticus, with Sefer Vayikra? The great Bible scholar Robert Alter teaches us that the most important verb in the book of Leviticus is hivdil, is separation. That is, separating between the pure and the impure. This has to do with everything from bodily fluids and skin diseases to the things we eat that are considered pure or impure, and of course considered holy or mundane. Now, if you think about the sacrificial service, which is at the center of our parasha, sacrificing animals to take care of and get rid of sin, or to express joy, doing it in a very, very specific kind of order with priests at the Mishkan. All of that offers a sense of a tightly ordered ritual, which is holy. In which disorder and chaos is prevented from entering. It offers us a kind of world of stability and structure. And indeed, the rabbis explicitly compared the Mishkan to the story of creation, believing that it represented a sacred space of stability, a fixed center for the human mind to focus on, order amidst chaos. Now, we may be tempted to dismiss the sacrifices in the book of Leviticus and all of its talk of skin diseases and impurity and so on, the Mishkan and all it represents. We may be tempted to dismiss all of that as primitive. We can handle messiness in our world, right? I don't think so. I actually think what we've learned is that we don't have nearly as much control over the world as we think we do, and that the messiness and disorder and danger and even terror that are underneath the surface of things are in fact present and can interrupt our lives in radical and, alas, terrifying ways. And so we begin these weeks of Torah reading with a beautiful vision of stability and order. It gives us a sense, I think, to rally around that stability and order and beat back the forces of chaos, those terrifying forces of instability which threaten us. And so I really believe that this notion that we're beyond and above seemingly primitive descriptions of sacrifices in the Mishkan are really not appropriate. And rather, the book of Leviticus has much to teach us in this difficult time in which our seemingly ordered world reveals itself for what was really underneath. And so I hope and pray that this week and the coming weeks, our Torah gives us that sense of nechama, of consolation, and gives us a sense of peace, structure, and order to fight off the fright of the world outside. Shabbat Shalom.